Hello everyone, myself Nidhi Khare. Welcome you all in my video. I hope you all are watching my video. So today I am here with new video in which I will explain you about the globe. The contents of this video are definition of the globe, axis, poles, hemisphere, parallels and meridian, limitations of the globe. Do you know the earth is so huge in size, and if we want to study about the earth, it will be very difficult to study while living on the earth, and we also cannot see its curved surface. So that is why we need to make its model, and to make our study easy, we need to make the model so that we can study it properly. You know, children, the shape of the earth. What is the shape of the earth? The shape of the earth is spherical, and it is also flattened at the top and the bottom, just like an orange. So in this picture you can see the shape of the earth. And children, do you know geographers have developed different means to represent the earth on a smaller scale to make its study easy. So these two important tools that we use for this purpose are globe and map. In this video I will explain you about the globe. So the globe, you know children, what is a globe? Globe is an accurate model of the earth in which we can see the location of continents, oceans and countries. Then it also shows us the correct shape of the earth. Then we can also see how much part of covered with water and how much part of the earth is covered with land. So the globe is an accurate model of the earth. Now I will explain you about globe in detail. So first I will explain you about the axis. You can see here the line, this red color line passing through the center of the earth. So this line is known as its axis. You can also see that this axis is tilted. It is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree. This axis is imaginary line, and it is a vertical line which is passing through the center of the earth and on which the earth spins. Earth spins from west to east direction. Now I will show you the movement of the earth. You can see in this picture that the earth is spinning on its axis. It spins from west direction to east direction. Now I will explain you about the equator. Equator is very important parallel. Means it is a horizontal line which is passing through the center of the earth. You can see this line, and it is dividing the earth into two equal halves horizontally, which are known hemisphere. And this equator is the longest latitude. Why it is the longest? Because it is passing through the center of the earth, and because of the shape of the earth, this part is the widest. So that is why this line is the longest. So this is about equator. Now poles. You can see in this picture this axis. This axis is passing through the center, and the two endpoints of this axis are called poles. So towards the north of the axis, the endpoint, it is North Pole, and the south part of the axis endpoint is known as South Pole. So this is about the poles. Now hemisphere. Earlier I have explained you about the equator, that the equator divides the earth into two horizontal parts. So the part which is from the equator to the North Pole is known as northern hemisphere, and the part which is from the equator to the South Pole is known as southern hemisphere. So in this way, equator divides the earth into two horizontal hemispheres. Now one important longitude, meridian, prime meridian it is. So you can see this line, red color line, this is also passing through the center of the earth but vertically. And this line divides the earth into two equal parts vertically. You can see to the west side, the part is known as Western Hemisphere, and to the east side, the part is known as Eastern Hemisphere. So in this way, you can see that there are four hemispheres. One is Northern Hemisphere, then another is Southern Hemisphere, and in this picture you can see Western Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere. So there are total four hemispheres. Now parallels and meridians. Along with equator, there are many horizontal lines on the earth which are called latitudes or parallels. Then along with the prime meridian, there are several vertical lines running from the North Pole to the South Pole. These all lines are called meridian or longitudes. In detail about these parallels and meridian, I will explain you in my next video. Now, the globe is very important, but there are some limitations also. We can say that the globe is important, but it also has some drawback. Like the globe is round in shape, so we can only see half of the surface of the globe at a time. If we want to see the other half surface, then we need to turn the globe. Then because of its shape and size, it is also very difficult to carry it everywhere. If it is very, very small in size, then we can carry, but if it is big in size, then we cannot carry it everywhere. Then globe also cannot show all the detailed information about the earth. Means it shows just the location of continents, countries and oceans and the curved surface of the earth, but not detailed information about the countries and the continents. Then we can also cannot make the globe for a part of the earth. Means the globe represents the whole earth. So we cannot show a particular part of the earth with the help of globe. So these are the limitations of the globe. If we compare the globe with the map, so we'll find that map is more useful because we can show various kinds of information in detailed form on maps, but on the globe we can show very little information about the earth. So I hope you have understood about the globe very well and keep watching my videos. Thank you.